The Robert Morris Colonials come into the 2018 season driven and hungrier than ever. This new Colonial culture can be credited to the mindset of new head coach Bernard Clark.
Our expectations for this season is compete every game, more than anything else, to be totally honest with you. It's a situation where you're coming in, you're inheriting a team that hasn't had a winning season since 2010. The thing we're trying to get these guys to understand is you have to compete and understand you just take it one play at a time, one day at a time, and one game at a time. So that's what we're trying to do more than anything else, help them understand they need to compete every play. The guys are responding. I think, like I said, when you come into a team that hasn't had a winning record, they're open to new ideas. They're open to new things. Now, we're working them harder than they probably ever worked before in their lives on the football field, but that's what it takes to win. Not just championships, just to win football games.
Clark believes what he instills in his team mirrors much of what makes the university as a whole different from the rest.
Following coach is basically what Dr. Howard talks about. Being at Robert Morris is big enough to matter, but small enough to care. That's what we believe in more than anything else. We're trying to help these guys improve their lives, and that's what the culture is all about. It becomes more of a family.
The biggest change and biggest message came when Coach Clark and his staff gave the team yet another reason to play hard on every single down.
One of our assistant coaches by the name of Delbert Tyler, he's like, Coach, why don't we have names on the back of the jersey? And the first thing I said is what every other older coach has ever said. It's not about the name on the back of the jersey, it's about the name on the front of the jersey. He's like, Coach, that's not true. And he started talking to me about it and made us start thinking about what does our name mean to us. So each coach went through and told all the players what their name means to us. Like, my name's Bernard Clark Jr., which I represent because of my father. And I always put the junior there because my mom and my dad been married forever, 58 years. He was a hard-working man, so I enjoy the fact that I'm a junior. So it made me understand, okay, let's see what these guys' names mean to them. So once we start talking to them, they start opening up, start understanding. You're not only playing for Robert Morris, which means a lot to us, but you're also playing for your last name on the back. But you also have a big responsibility when you're doing that because your family is being represented. So you got to represent yourself not only on the field, but also off the field, because people are going to see your last name when you do something stupid or when you do something good. But it's just not about football. It's about life after football. It's understanding that you have to become a better man, a better husband, and a better father. And we're just using football as a tool to do that more than anything else. So that's what we're trying to instill in these guys, that it's not just about football, it's about life after football. And that's what it boils down to. We all have different views, everybody has different backgrounds, everything else, but we need to become as one in order to grow more than anything else. And that's the culture we're trying to build, and that's what we mean by the culture shock.
Another change made by Coach Clark was the creation of the RMU Leadership Committee, which represents the 6 players who provide the bridge between the players and their coaches.
Guys stood out in the spring. Those are the guys that stood out as we came into the fall. A lot of them started standing out even more. So we picked those 6 guys because what they're going to do is I'll meet with those guys every Sunday and I'll talk to them about what uniforms they're going to wear. And they also may have some gripes that some of the guys may have. Now, I'm going to listen to the guys' gripes. I'm not always going to agree with them. I tell them all the time, I'm going to always love you. I don't mean we're going to like each other. Prime example, last year they finished up the season by, they were across from the field. They were across from the stadium when they took the sidelines at home. Well, Deval Brown came to me and said, Coach, we always feel like we're away, even when we're at home. He said, can we get back on this side of the field? And I thought about it, and it makes a lot of sense. They're never next to the crowd. They're never by the crowd. So that's one of the decisions that the leadership committee got together, and we said, okay, makes sense to us. We'll go ahead and do it. With understanding that you turn around, you look in the stands, you're talking to your mom, your girlfriend, I don't care who you're talking to. I'm going to embarrass you on the sideline because the game is the most important thing going after that.
It's been a new level of energy at Joe Walton Stadium this summer, a new confidence, and a belief that this new Colonial culture can lead Robert Morris to greatness. Now lies the biggest task of turning this mindset into wins on the field. This has been Sam Anthony reporting for RMU Century Media.